So I'm just taking a couple of minutes out from an expedition on Loch Earn in Northern Ireland, having a 5-minute break in the evening. I wanted to share something with you that I've noticed over the years. So if you fall into the trap of following media will tell you the more equipment you have, the better you are. That's a falsehood. And let me explain what I've seen over the years. I'm lucky enough to work in lots of different environments. So I work underground as a caving guide, out here doing canoe expeditions. I work internationally doing expeditions for various companies. I do a little bit of climbing. So I'm quite lucky to do an awful lot of jobs. And here's something that I've noticed over the years. There's a concept that the more equipment you have, the better you are. So if you're working in a technical environment, raft guiding, scuba diving, whatever, then the theory would say that the more equipment you have, the better you are. Now, it's logical to say that on a technical activity, you're going to need to have some equipment, okay, and here's our equipment line, and skills. The more skills you have might dictate the amount of equipment you need to have. But here's what I've noticed over the years. As we start an activity, we need to have some equipment to take part in it. And then as we become more skillful, we become more aware that we need more equipment to supplement our skills. And so this is what I call the skills equipment bell curve. And over time, you buy more equipment and you get more skillful. And you would extrapolate that to say that, skills and equipment goes on into infinity. Well, it doesn't. Here's what I've noticed. Over the years, the more skillful people get, the less equipment they need to take with them. In fact, the absolute opposite happens. And what you tend to notice is that experts require less equipment. Quite simply, because they're better at what they do. It doesn't mean they have all the skill and no equipment. It probably means that they choose very specific equipment very carefully so they know what they can do with it, but they also have an enormous amount of skill and experience and ability to get the most out of the equipment they've chosen. So this doesn't mean the more gear you have means the more skillful you are. What tends to happen is the more skillful you are, the more you can do with the minimum of equipment you've got. So my advice is, have a look at what experts use, pull apart the mountaineering guide's rucksack and see what they carry, pull about the Whitewater Kayak Canoe Coach and see what they've got in their bag, and just analyse what equipment do you really need, and therefore question yourself, what skill do I need to use that equipment to the best of its capacity. So, more skills, less gear.